Good morning and welcome to A Closer Look. I'm your host, Linda Fontaine. Today I have with me Claire Marr, who's the media coordinator of 100 Plus Tri-Cities Women Who Care. Thank you for joining me, Claire.
Hey, Linda. Thank you so much for having me on your show. We are so excited to do this big give event together with you, 98.5 WTFM, and A Closer Look. So thank you for your partnership.
Oh, well, thank you, Claire. First of all, give us an overall structure of what the Big Give is.
Oh, yes. Great question. Okay, so this is a virtual event. Today, if you're watching online, if you're watching on TV, if you're listening, you are going to, first of all, hear a little bit about our giving circle, who we are, what we do, why we matter. You'll hear from someone who has been the past recipient of funds provided by our members. So you get a sense of what the money is used for when we do fund an organization. Then we'll talk about logistics. If you are a member, if you are not a member, how can you be involved with this event? And then finally, we'll hear from 3 nonprofit nominees. These are causes that our members care about, and we'll vote to determine which one will receive the group's collective funds. So that's what we're doing today.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you've got these nominees and we're going to be hearing from them. So tell us a little bit more about how you come up with these nominees and what's going on with all this.
Okay. Awesome. So we, of course, are a giving circle, which means we are a group of women who are dedicated to improving our community, to making a difference here in our region. And we do that by providing funds to nonprofits that our members are passionate about. When our members join, they commit to giving every quarter to the recipient that's chosen by the group for the funds of our Big Give event. Now, they also have a chance to nominate a nonprofit when they join and then annually. So we have this big pool of organizations that we choose from. Our leadership team, which is myself, the media coordinator, Adrienne Osborne, our nonprofit coordinator, and Becca Davis, who is our founder, we meet and randomly select 3 nonprofits to present. Our members vote, and then they select which one will be the recipient of the group's collective giving. Collective giving. A lot of people have questions about that. What is that? Why does that matter? Why not just give a donation and individually to the organization that you care about? Well, what this does is it provides our members with a simple approach to donation, to making a difference in the community. It's impactful, right? Our organizations typically receive around $10,000 from our member, which is a huge amount of money. It is fast. It is effective. The 100 Who Care movement started in Michigan in 2006. This woman, her name was Karen Dunnigan. She wanted to help a nonprofit raise $10,000 so that they could buy cribs to prevent sudden infant death syndrome. She didn't have $10,000. Her friends didn't have $10,000, but she found 100 people who could donate $100, brought them all together, and then in less than an hour, they raised the money needed for life-saving cribs, which, you'd think that's nursery furniture, but actually cribs save lives. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how the movement started. We are a local chapter, and so far we have had 6 big gives, and our members have donated over $65,000 to local work.
Wow. That's amazing. Wow, Claire. Well, that's great information. Let's run and talk to Stella real quick, and then we'll come back to you and learn some more. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
We are now joining Stella Robinette, who is founder and director of H.O.P.E, which is an acronym for Help Our Potential Evolve. Stella is last year's winner of the 100 Plus Women's Who Care Big Give. So Stella, tell us about your organization, first of all, for those that aren't familiar with H.O.P.E.
Okay. H.O.P.E is a nonprofit organization that works with youth 11 to 19 years of age, teaching them life skill lessons such as banking, eating healthy. We try to help them find their way to college or trade school, whichever they prefer. We try to help them find all the scholarship money that they can find to reach the goals that they're trying to reach to be successful citizens of the community. So we're trying to teach them every walks of life that we walk through, hoping that they will be successful in their life. So that's a little about us, what we do. One of the things that we really take pride in is our dream book, and that is really showing them what their life can be like. They have to answer 300 questions, then we send it off to Stanford. It comes back, it tells us what career path they would be good in. We get them to pick their top 3. We try to get them into job shadowing, or at least find a mentor that's in the same field. For instance, we sending one off this year to King. She wants to be an RN. So we will help her through that path to make sure that she is very successful. And we have been talking to King about her. So she's going to be going off. We're very proud of her. We have another one that decided that college was not for her. So what we did with her is her goal was to be a nail tech. So now she's off to being that. So we'll help her with that, her uniforms and all that. They all get scholarships from us.
That's awesome. Well, tell us, you won the Big Give last year.
Yes.
With the 100 plus Women Who Care. So tell us about the Big Give and what it meant to you guys and what you did with the money.
Oh my goodness, it was so much excitement and nerves. Oh my goodness. But we each had to give up a 5-minute speech about our organization. And then they went off to vote. When they came back, when they said H.O.P.E, I was in awe because I really thought the other nonprofit, I really thought they were going to get it. I was so stunned and excited and so speechless. And I'm a talker, but I was just speechless, and it meant the world to us because that money helps us with the programs that we have at H.O.P.E. And actually, by the time we received it is when the country shut down.
Oh, wow.
So now we're using part of that money to buy computers in our office for kids that do not have computers. They can come in, do their homework. I'm finding volunteers to help them through because most of them are doing their work at home.
That is awesome. So that money really made a big difference for your organization.
Oh my goodness, yes, yes.
Well, thank you so much, Stella, for coming here and tell us a little bit about H.O.P.E and telling us how that money made such a difference for your organization.
Yes, it made a huge difference for us, and we're very thankful.
Thank you, Stella. Now let's go back to Claire.
We are now back with Claire Marr, who is the media coordinator for the 100 plus Tri-Cities Women Who Care. Thank you, Claire, for coming back. Now tell us a little bit about the Big Give and typically how it's done. Is it different this year due to COVID? Anything like that this year?
Yeah. So typically we bring our nonprofit presenters and our members together. The nonprofit representatives give their presentations, our members vote, and then they donate all in one night in an in-person event. So of course, right now, this is not a responsible thing, right? It's not a prudent decision to bring 100 plus women plus nonprofit representatives together. So we are thrilled to be doing this electronically with you, and very excited to be able to reach a broader audience as well this way.
Good, very good. Well, I think it's important to get the message out however we can. And this year, everything is a little different. It's all changed. So we're doing the best we can. You guys are doing awesome. So tell me a little bit about the organizations, the nominees you guys have chosen for this year.
Yes, so I'm very excited to be able to announce the 3 nonprofits that we'll be presenting today. The first one will be Good Samaritan Ministries. The second, the Shepherd's Inn. And then our final nominee for this Big Give event is Young Life of Upper East Tennessee. Those organizations are just going to share a little bit of basic information about what they do for our community. And then they will say, you know, if they received approximately $10,000, what would they do with those funds?
Okay, very good. Now tell me, how can people get involved with all this?
Yes, great question. So, first of all, I know we have people watching who are already members. If you are a member and you hear these presentations, watch your email. Your voting instructions are going to come in your email. If you're not a member, if you're a woman who is interested in joining, go ahead and check out our website, Tri-Cities-Women-Who-Care.com, and you will receive instructions there on how to join if you'd like to become a committed member, and then how to vote if you do join. Typically at our in-person events, we allow our guests to join. So we're doing the same for this virtual event. And finally, you may not want to become a member, and that is just fine. You may want to be involved, though, in the impact of this big give. So if that is you, then tune in next week on Sunday to a closer look to hear who the selected recipient is. And you can go to our website for instructions on how to send us proof of your donation to that nonprofit. Really, you'll just email us a screenshot or something that shows that you have made a donation, and we'll count it in the total and be able to share the impact that this event has had.
Okay, very good. I love it. That is all very good information. So what we're going to do is we're going to be taking a break, and then we're going to be hearing from these nominees. And I'm excited. This is going to be a really cool thing you do. After listening to Stella, she's still just thrilled and still using those funds that she won through your organization.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, because our members select these organizations and they do a fantastic job. So again, if anyone is interested in joining, the more people we have, the bigger impact we can make. And for this big event, we will donate approximately $10,000 to one organization, and we're
Wow.
so thrilled. Yes, and we're very thankful with the opportunity to partner with you.
Very good. Thank you, Claire, for being here. One last time, give us the website.
Yes, it's Tri-Cities-Women-Who-Care.com.
Thank you, Claire. I really appreciate it. We're going to take a break now, and we'll be back and listen to the nominees.
Thank you.
Thank you.